Recently, the team at OpenAI released their open source models as well as the GPT-5 releases. We ran some testing on our Rootly site reliability and coding benchmarks, and here's what we found. In terms of the open source models, we found that the 120 billion parameter model performs more strongly across the board compared to other open source models. In particular, if you compare the Llama 3.3 70 billion parameter model to the OpenAI GPT 120 billion open source model, the OpenAI model outperforms the 70B model quite broadly across both code generation and code understanding tasks. However, GPT-5 is actually pretty much at the same level as other frontier models, so there's no gap or no strong performance that GPT-5 performs to existing models. This leads us to two takeaways. The first takeaway is that it might be better to use the open source models for cheaper on tasks like code understanding, where it's very comparable to the GPT-5 model, whereas other tasks like code generation might be better suited for GPT-5, which has an edge over its open source counterparts. Our second takeaway is that because GPT-5 has multiple releases from the Nano to the GPT-5 full model itself, you can pick and choose to figure out which model you want to use for which release, for which task. You can actually use GPT-5 Nano for some tasks and save costs on that while using GPT-5 for more complex, more expensive tasks. We'll be sure to cover all the recent model releases and exciting updates on the Rootly social, so feel free to follow us. Thanks so much and see you next time.